YouTube. We're talking one of my favorite topics of all time, probably the greatest platform that has given me credibility, thought leadership, keynote presentation opportunities, tons of ad revenue, tons of revenue in multiple different revenue streams. I'm going to get all into that. But today is all about YouTube. If you are frustrated, struggling to grow your channel, I'm going to review your channel today in this live stream. So make sure you come on back. Welcome to the Creator Economy live stream podcast show. This is a show we do every single week. Every single Sunday, we do a live stream. Podcast listeners, replay viewers, I'd love to hear from you guys. I know not everybody can make it here to the live. What this show, what this channel is all about is helping you to monetize your skills, your experience, your creativity in the creator economy. The creator economy is quite simply the greatest time to be alive. Literally, it's the greatest invention since the iPhone. There's never been this many opportunities, especially if you're somebody who is single, not married, young. You know, I'm old dog, married, I got kids, I got a mortgage. It's not the easiest to take advantage of all these opportunities. There should be no excuses right now to not do what you love to do, to not create real impact, which in turn creates real income. So I know a lot of you guys can't be here, you know, when we're live, podcast listeners, replay viewers. So it's really important that you become an insider. By being an insider, which is absolutely free, you never miss out on anything when it comes to how to monetize in the creator economy, how to get your story out there, how to impact, build audiences, how to build community, how to build a life. How to build a life. You don't need millions of followers, y'all. You don't need millions of subscribers, y'all. I'm living proof you can do this without having all of that. And so today we're talking YouTube. Video is probably the number one methodology. It's the most powerful form of getting your story out there. I mean, bar none. And YouTube, yes, TikTok, yes, Instagram, yes, short form content is on the rise. We've talked about that many times. But y'all, YouTube is still the king. YouTube is still the king. And today I'm reviewing your channel. We already have a bunch of YouTube channels that I'm going to be reviewing today. If you'd like to have your YouTube channel reviewed, there is a questionnaire form in the description in the show notes. Go ahead and leave that in there. But, you know, I really want you to become an insider. It's absolutely free. We don't ever, I hate spam. We don't share your email with anybody. This is just your foolproof way of always getting the best insider information. That's in the pinned comment. It's also in the show notes. Let's see who's here. Mr. Camera Junkie Lewis is in the house. How do I sound, Lewis? Let me know. Imad, good to see you. Imad, your channel's coming up. I'm so excited for this show. Side Hustle Shuffle. There he is. Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure to see you. Hey, Brian, good to see you. Gauging Gadgets. Yes, in the house. It's so good to see you guys. I would love it, really, really love it, if you could share this out because y'all know sharing is caring. So I'd really, really appreciate it if you could share this out. Tag me on Twitter. Share it on your community tab. Share it on LinkedIn. Share it on Facebook. Share it in your Instagram story. It would really, really mean the world to me. Okay, we're going to get into YouTube. And we're going to get into YouTube channel reviews. You know, we did a review was it last week? Yeah, we tried to do it last week. And we had a ton of technical issues, which, you know, brings me up to, you know, some housekeeping that we have to do really, really quickly. But, you know, live streaming is probably, you know, we talk about the creator economy. We're going to talk about YouTube today. Yes, Annette, I see you, and I'm going to review your channel today. My man, Two Socks, Kevin is in the house. By the way, y'all, We've got Levi Lasak coming on later this week. Two Socks, the man, the myth, the legend, my clubhouse brother. He is going to be on the show in May, and he's going to drop absolute wisdom grenades on your dome. I'm so excited. Good to see you, Two Socks. Live streaming has become probably one of the greatest ways to not only output your productivity when it comes to content creation, not only is it an amazing way to engage your audience, not only is it an amazing way to create a brand, create ethos, but you can earn a lot of income with live streaming. I get your questions all the time. Nez, how do you do it? How do you put that ticket taper down there? How do you put all these comments up? Good to see you, Gigi. Gigi in the house. Good to see you, Abdullah. Great to see you. Yes, we can see you, Annette. Good to see you. How do I do that? How do I put all these different logos and banners, and how do you go live in 17 different places? I'm not live in 17 different places, but I'm live on my YouTube channel. I'm live on LinkedIn. I'm live on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, my business page, and our Facebook group, all in one show. Well, when you've been live streaming as long as I have, since 1675, which is a really long time, I've tried every single software. I've tried every single platform. I've tried every single encoder you can imagine, and none of them come close to StreamYard. And so if you want to take advantage of all these opportunities in the creator economy and you're not incorporating live stream, I've done entire shows on how important. I have tons of free content on my channel. If you go to professornez.com/videos, all about the power of live streaming. You've got to get StreamYard. And with my link, you can do a free trial and do all these amazing things. Make your live stream that much more professional. It's browser-based, which means you don't have to download anything. And with my link, guess what? You don't have to put in a credit card. How awesome is that? No credit card required. You can literally sign up and go live today. So make sure you go get that free trial of StreamYard. That is also in the pinned comment. It's also in the show notes. Last but not least, I also get a ton of your DMs. I get a ton of your questions. Hey, Nez, what kind of camera do you use? What kind of lighting do you use? What kind of audio do you use? What kind of capture card or gimbals or tripods or all sorts of things? How do I get myself ready, prepared, get all the necessary tools and gear so I can take advantage of the creator economy? The creator economy is about creating impact. How you create impact? Well, video content, live streaming, short form, even using your phone. There's some little cool accessories and tools and gears that can augment that and take it to a whole nother level. As an Amazon influencer, I have my very own storefront where I have organized idea lists. Everything you need to take your content creation, your live streaming, your podcasting game to the next level. All you have to do, the link is in the show notes. The link is also in the description. All you have to do is go to amazon.com/shop/Professor Nez, and it's all there. So if you're wondering what I use, that's everything I use and everything I vouch for. Microphones, camera equipment, tripods, capture cards. I mean, the whole thing, gimbals, all sorts of accessories. It's all there. So go check that out. Okay. YouTube. Let's see who else is with you. Life with you. Good to see you. Lighthouse Entertainment in the house. Great to see you. So I want to talk about a couple of things first. Number one, I'm going to be focusing on three major components. These are, to me, the top three things that I'm going to look at your channels. I've got plenty of channels already. Imad, you're first up, by the way, so I hope you're still here. And also, by the way, we've got an amazing Nez Nation family. I mean, look at this. Chris Stone is in the house from Dealcasters Live. One of the greatest, if not the greatest in the business. Good to see you, Chris. I loved your show yesterday or a couple of days ago with Monty. Was that yesterday? I can't remember. No, I think it was a couple days ago. Um, there's 3 things I like to prioritize. I've been on YouTube for 7 plus years. I've got over 5 million views across multiple channels. My wife and I started a brand new channel in January of 2021. I've talked about this so many times. We just passed a major milestone. We're probably way past that milestone now. This was a week ago. 3.5 million views in 1 year. I mean, let that sit in for a second. A brand new channel. A lot of you guys think it's too late to start on YouTube. Couldn't be further from the truth. A brand new channel culminating the 7 plus years and the dozens of years, the 100 years I've been in the online ecosystem. On top of that, a brand new channel, 13 months, 1 year, 3.5 million views. We're about to cross 12,000 subscribers in 1 year. Blood, sweat, and tears, hard work, a ton of hard work. But everything I'm going to share today, how I'm going to dissect and pick apart your channel based on the same thing. And if you hire me as a consultant, I'm going to be doing the same exact stuff here too. Now, obviously, I can't go too in depth. I'm not going to be watching your videos because number one, I don't want to hurt your average view duration because I'm not going to be able to watch the whole video. But I will be looking at your channel. We will be screen sharing. We're going to look at your thumbnails. We're going to look at your titles, and we're going to look at your theme, your topic, and your niche. 3 things that are really the top priority. I'm not saying that there's not a lot of things that are important when it comes to the YouTube channel, but the top 3 things that I'm going to be looking at is number 1, topic, number 2, thumbnail and title, and number 3, your overall channel message. Clarity is the name of the game, y'all. You need to be very clear on who you're serving, audience, what your purpose is, and how you deliver that message. It's all about clarity. One thing I want to say, then we're going to jump into it. And please give me that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up. Share this out. I'd really appreciate it. I want you to incorporate the in and out philosophy. How many of you know what In and Out, the restaurant, is? Give me a hashtag yeah in the chat. Ooh, I want a double right now. In and Out. I want you to incorporate the In and Out philosophy, not the Cheesecake Factory philosophy. And let me explain that really quickly. Good to see you, Tish. Artist Haven in the house. Good to see you, Jonathan, in the house. Yes, Imad, you're going first. And I want to get to as many channels as I can. This might be a long live stream. I don't know how long. I can't go, obviously, like some other people, 5 hours, 6 hours, but I want to try to get to as many channels as possible. So in the description, in the show notes, there is a form. Fill out that questionnaire form. It takes 2 seconds. Put your channel in there. I promise I'm going to do my best to get to it. If I don't get to it today, I'll try to look at it later and give you some feedback. Okay, I see a lot of hashtag yes. Yeah, love it. Yeah, I do too, Gauging Gadgets, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why. So, number 1, In and Out really is primarily only on the West Coast. If you don't know anything about In and Out, it's literally one of the freshest, hamburger joints on planet Earth. One of the most successful hamburger restaurants on planet Earth. I think besides the quality of the burger, besides the quality of the food, animal style, right? Let me know in the chat if you know what animal style means. Sounds crazy, right? But animal style, yes, yes, so good. Yes, exactly. Jonathan, you and I, we're going to go to In and Out. I'm going to buy, okay? We're going to In and Out. That's a good idea. They only have, not besides the quality of the food, besides the quality of the burger, besides the fresh fries, and besides the exemplary customer service, they follow one je ne sais quoi, and that is this: simplicity. Simplicity. Their menu is exactly as follows: burger, fries, shrink, period. So this is the sort of lens that I want us to look at these channels through. Because the new channel that my wife and I started, when I first started, I was all over the place. I was not successful on YouTube for a good 3, 4 years. I'm not even kidding you. I think Mr. Beast, it took him 7 years, I think, to get to 1,000 or 10,000 subscribers. I can't remember. Now Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber in the world. He's about to cross, if he hasn't crossed already, 100 million subscribers, which is insane. He's got an empire. He just made the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, the first content creator. Not that, I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of Rolling Stone magazine, but that's something. That's big. That's huge. In and out, in and out methodology, in and out philosophy, simplicity, clarity. Cheesecake Factory, I don't know about you, but when I go to Cheesecake Factory and I look at the menu, I am completely stupefied. I mean, I spend 20, 15 minutes just trying to figure out what's going on. Why? Because, okay, because they've got a million things they got a million things on their menu. Thank you, Carly, on Twitch. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Creator Economy live stream podcast show. Boy, that's a mouthful. So simplicity, clarity, topic. Your topic needs to be something that is focused, something that is narrow, something that is, you've heard this before, the riches are in the niches. I actually like to say niche, but it doesn't rhyme with riches. The riches are in the niches. So, life with you. Did you put it in the questionnaire form? Make sure that you do that. So, this is really, really important. It doesn't matter how good your thumbnail is. It doesn't matter how good your title is. It doesn't matter how good your video is. If you don't, if you don't have a very intriguing topic, something that piques curiosity, something that adheres to your audience's wants, interests, challenges, pain points, etc., it means nothing. You could have the best thumbnail on planet Earth. It means nothing. So super, super important. I just want to start with those. I'm prioritizing topic, title, thumbnail, and your overall kind of message and your narrowness of that. Let's look at some channels, shall we? Holy macadamia nut. I'm so excited. Oh, we got Tish's in there. We got a Nets in there. This is so awesome. Tech Unravel is in there. Danish is in there. AL is in there. Wow. Holy macadamia nut. Yeah, life with you. You're way down the line, but I'm going to do my best. Okay. I promise I'm going to do my best to get into that. Now, did what I just say as I bring up Ahmad's channel? Let me know in the chat if what I just said makes sense, because I really want this to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, then I'll explain it even more. Okay, let me screen share right now. Oh, I'm so excited. My favorite topic. You guys have no idea how much YouTube has absolutely revolutionized not only my business, but my life. I mean, literally my life. Tish, I love that. Tish says, not me. I always get the plain old cheesecake, but I understand. Yeah, totally. Totally. I love that. Okay, great. Life with you. I got it. Thank you so much. So let's look right now at Ahmad's channel. Okay. How many people at first glance can tell me if they understand what this channel is about? Leave it in the chat. Tell me what you think this channel is about, and then I'll tell you why that's important. Tell me in the comments. Leave a comment. This is Ahmad's channel. Thank you so much. And by the way, I'm not super focused on what you call your channel. I'm not super focused on. Am I getting an unstable connection, guys? Let me know, because I'm getting a notification. I don't know why the connection would be unstable. That makes no sense. I'm hardwired in. but let me know in the comments, please. So I'm not too worried about the title of your channel. Titles of channels are, you can do your name, you can do like what Jonathan does, entrepreneurs toolbox, life with you. I don't really know what that could be about. The artist's haven, Mr. Camera Junkie. Obviously, the name of your channel can have a lot to do with your message and clarity, but as long as, I've never ever gone to a channel, or I've never subscribed to a channel because I thought their name was cool. Never. It was because their videos served me. Period. It was only the only reason I subscribed is because I liked their content. It related to what I wanted. I watch YouTube. Let me look at you guys real fast. I watch YouTube on TV. I love watching YouTube on TV. I don't watch, NBC or CNN, Fox, whatever. I don't watch network television. I don't watch really Netflix or even, I mean, unless there's something I don't really watch. I watch YouTube. I watch YouTube on TV, usually before I go to bed at night, just to kind of decompress before I go to sleep. You have to also understand how the platform works. The platform, and this actually works, and this actually has a lot to do with a lot of platforms. Recommendations are the primary avenue for views on YouTube. And this is true for a lot of platforms. What do I mean? YouTube recommending your content based on all these human behavior, viewer behavior characteristics are the primary core, the primary bulk of views on the entire platform. So, homepage, suggested, up next, when YouTube recommends your content. I know a lot of you guys are stuck in the SEO bubble. I know a lot of you guys think it's all about search, it's all about keyword research, it's all about search engine optimization. No, I'm not saying that's not valid. I'm not saying don't use keywords. But if you think in an SEO mindset, you're going to get further and further away from the human mindset, which I don't care how good your SEO is. I don't care how good your search keyword research is. Human beings still need to click on your video. The only way you're going to grow on YouTube, the only way you're going to succeed on YouTube is if you can build a thriving audience. Impact, then income. A lot of people say income, then impact. Impact first. You have to impact people, then income. So Camera Junkie says, Lewis, hold on a second. Let me go back. So Lewis says writing. Is that right? Marketing. Okay. Lewis says marketing. Brian says writing and design, as the title says. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Says the connection's good on LinkedIn. I write and design.in. New episodes every Monday. Video marketing, content writing, blogs, profiles, CV, resumes, website design. I'm already I feel, Imad, you're kind of already all over the place. If you're struggling to grow, okay, make it a little more specific. Make it a little bit more specific. And I would have something in your channel header. Instead of saying I write and design.in, that's all about you. Make it about the viewer. I write and design is already in the title, right, of the channel, and it looks like your avatar. But when I come, you have to think of it like a website, okay? Your banner, the first thing, it's the most valuable piece of real estate on your channel is your channel art. Then it's your thumbnails. Now this is on your specific channel, okay? Now when I watch a video, if your thumbnail, title, topic are on point, and then I'll talk about the actual video itself, I would say the most important thing that everybody should focus on is the first 30 seconds. I mean, the first 10 seconds are everything in your video. But if you can get, there is an analytic on YouTube. If you can get above 70% retention in the first 30 seconds, I promise you that video will do beautifully. And you also have to give it time too. YouTube, it takes time. It's the hardest job I've ever done in my life, creating a thriving YouTube channel. But guess what? It's worth every bleeding minute because it's changed my life and changed my business. But the first 30 seconds are crucial. And if you go into your engagement tab in YouTube Analytics, you can see what the retention is in the first 30 seconds. If it's below 65, 68%, you need to look at that. If it's like 20%, 30%, you're in trouble. Okay. But I'm jumping ahead here. But the video is the most important. I don't want you to think the channel art is in the title and how you orchestrate your channel is going to have a huge bearing on you growing. It does, but the most important is topic, title, thumbnail, and the first 30 seconds. That's the most important. Those three things. The first 30 seconds is there. Now, I'm not saying you just make 30 seconds and not worry about the rest of the video. Of course not. I'm prioritizing here. Give me a hashtag yes if that makes sense. So instead of writing I write and design, Imad, if instead of that being the first thing that I see, that's really valuable real estate right there. What I would do, thank you for sharing, Chris Stone, appreciate it. What I would do is that very first line, okay? That very first line, think about having something of a value proposition. What will the viewer, your ideal avatar, what will your audience get out of subscribing to your channel? So instead of saying, for example, I write in design.in, which doesn't mean anything to anybody, maybe write something helping you to reach more customers with your content. You see how you make it all about them, helping you grow your blog so you can reach more people. Something like that. Some kind of a definitive value proposition. Okay. Because I write in design.in doesn't really mean anything. Okay. I like the new episodes every Monday. Now, you're talking about a lot here: video marketing, content writing, blogs, profiles, CV, resume, website design. Simplify. Remember the in and out philosophy, not the Cheesecake Factory philosophy, the in and out. There's a reason why everybody on planet Earth wishes In and Out would open up a new restaurant in their city. Not only is the food amazing, not only is the quality amazing, but the simplicity. There's so many studies, and this is kind of business, marketing 101. There's so many studies that show there's people have run experiments. The more choices you give people, the more people are apt to not make a choice. So make it simple, simplify. What I'm going to go look at your your most popular videos. Let me see here. Go to videos and then sort by most popular. So, writing and design, content writing, how to add a CTA button, brand messaging, how to increase upload file size in WordPress. So you're kind of all over the place, Imad. And this is why your channel's not growing the way it should. And it looks like the last upload, let's see, sort by newest. 6 days ago, you had a short. Okay, I like that you're experimenting with shorts. That's great. Okay, so you're pretty consistent, it looks like. I think you could be a little bit more consistent. But, you know, looking at your most popular videos, I'm seeing a lot of different topics. And I think, the channel art really speaks to that. Video marketing, content marketing, blogs, profiles, CV, resumes. I would advise you, Imad, and I'd love to hear from the chat too, simplify that. Stick to video marketing, stick to content writing, stick to website and design. I mean, it sounds like your company is I Write and Design. So, you got to, it's really important. Let me look at you guys real fast. Let me stop sharing. It's really, really important. Glasses are coming off. I mean, business. It's extremely important that you're doing something, you're creating content that you feel very into, very passionate about. Otherwise, you're going to burn out faster than a cheap candle at Walmart. So it's really, really important that you do something that you feel you can do over the long term, because everything that I'm talking about today that's going to help you grow your YouTube channel, long game. It's all about the long game. Anything in the online ecosystem, which is why it just gets me so boiled when I see these advertisements for, hey, join my course. Hey, want to not do any work? Want to not create any content? Want to sit at home? Want to da 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 da? All you need to do to make $1 million a day, it's all BS. It's all BS. Long term, long game. Hey, you want to earn passive income without doing anything? Doesn't exist. I get a lot of flack from the community, but I'm going to say it again. There's nothing passive about passive income. There's nothing passive about it. Hard work, blood, sweat, tears. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth every second. So, in order to sustain a channel long term, and you got to understand that the first year, 2 year, 3 year, I mean, you really, I'm not saying that not all channels experience growth in the first year, but typically it takes channels over a year to get to their first 1,000 subscribers. And that's following a very consistent upload schedule, really making it about your audience and understanding what topics resonate with your audience. Long term, long game. So I would say pick one of those. I would say pick one of those and run with it. Okay. And by looking at your most popular videos, it looks like content writing, which can relate to WordPress and messaging. But I would pick one. I would pick one of those. You're kind of all over the place. And let's talk a little bit about thumbnails. Okay. Let me go back to your homepage. So let's talk a little bit about thumbnails and titles. Um, a lot of these thumbnails, I would say, Imad. Okay. And let me know if this is making sense. Let me know in the chat. A lot of these thumbnails, I would say, Imad, are really, really busy. Like, for example, this first one right here I'm hovering over. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Brand messaging 3. Okay, so I'm right here. Brand messaging 3, the hierarchy of messages. 2 months ago, 91 views. You've got a lot of text. You've got a sidebar text right there too. The text doesn't really add anything to the title. You're kind of repeating what the title says. And one thing that you want to really make sure you do, I believe, because your thumbnail is your packaging, your thumbnail should complement your title, not be a repeat. I'm not saying you can't do that sometimes, but again, what are they going to get out of brand messaging? What are they going to get out of the hierarchy of messages? So, for example, instead of having a thumbnail say brand messaging 3, or what is a brand messaging hierarchy, which does nothing for the viewer, nobody's going to, this is not a very compelling video to click on, right? What is the end result? What is the solution to the problem that your audience faces? So you obviously have a solution to brand messaging, right? You have a solution, but what is the problem? Okay? What is the problem? And you need to state that solution. So for example, instead of saying brand messaging or what is brand messaging, maybe have a picture of somebody with, a ton of money in their hands, or somebody who is shaking hands and networking, is getting all these opportunities convey the message narratively that they're getting all these opportunities, right? Through having a whatever, understanding the hierarchy of messaging. So here's let me look at you guys real fast. This is something that's really important. Your message is everything. Communications is everything. Your thumbnail is the first thing that people see. Then they look at the title. Doesn't matter how good your video is. You could have the best video on planet Earth. But if your thumbnail and title don't compel a click, it means nothing. So the packaging is everything, which is messaging. It's storytelling. I believe the best thumbnails pique curiosity. The best thumbnails, and test this out for yourself. When you're on the homepage on YouTube or when you open up your YouTube app, ask yourself what makes you want to click on that video. What it is about that thumbnail? What is it about that topic? What is it about that title? Then you can look at the first 30 seconds of the video. Okay. Again, the first 30 seconds are the most important. 99% of my editing bandwidth is focused on the first 30 seconds. The biggest mistake YouTubers and content creators and video content creators make is they're like, well, no, you just wait till the middle. It gets good. Trust me. Just be patient. Nobody's waiting. Nobody has patience. You got to grab them in the first 5 seconds. If you don't, it's hasta la pasta. And with this dude right here, with short form content revolutionizing the world of content creation, it's even less. Okay. So you need to have something that really entices them, compels them to want to click. Okay. You need to think about that. Thumbnails are everything. It's the packaging. Also, if you remember what I said, the lens to look it through growing on YouTube, understanding where the majority of views come from, recommendations. So, for example, let me screen share real fast. Okay. For example, this is what you're competing with. Okay. This is what you're competing with. If I go to YouTube, okay, go to the YouTube homepage. This is the homepage. Okay. And so, and the same thing on mobile too, but this is the homepage, right? And so if you look at all these thumbnails, what's the first one that catches your eye? Well, definitely this one right here, my other channel with my wife that I was talking about. No, I'm kidding. But you need to understand that, like, for example, this is really interesting. Look at Joshua Fluke over here. I'm hovering over it right now. Okay. The collapse of remote work is coming. Now, if I was into remote work, if I had a remote job, okay, and this topic really resonated with me, that's a pretty compelling title. That title would probably interest me because, I want to know what's he talking about? What does he mean? The collapse of remote work is coming. Does that mean I'm going to be out of the job? Does that mean that remote work is dead? Does that mean curiosity? I need to click that video and find out. I mean, the images, he's obviously doing an interview, or it looks like it's a reaction video actually. So I don't know if that's a popular video. Maybe that's a video that went viral. I'm not sure that he's reacting to, but the actual enticement is the theme, the title is really compelling, and the thumbnail is something that's telling me I need to figure out what he means and how I can better equip myself as a remote worker. Anybody who engages in remote work is going to want to find out about what, and it already has over 100,000 views. It already has over 100,000 views. Okay. Um, you know what? I'm drawn to this God helps video over here too. This is really interesting. God says only 1% of people will watch this. You're blessed if you found this video today. So you see how whoever this is not giving away the punchline. you're kind of what you're doing, Ahmad, is you're kind of giving away everything. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if that makes sense, Ahmad. Okay. Don't have such busy thumbnails. Create that sense of enticement and then focus. I see some really short videos. Is there a reason why you're doing short videos for your VOD content, video on demand? Maybe those would be better. I mean, if they're only 2 minutes, maybe those would be better as a part one and part two of a short than rather than a long form video. See, here's another example too, Ahmad. Social media marketing strategy for 2021. Nobody cares. Creating a social media marketing, and I hope you're taking this in the right vein too. This is all meant to be helpful. I'm not obviously, I'm not roasting your channel to make fun of you or anything like that. I'm doing this to, I'm doing this to hopefully, I'm trying to give you the truth. Ricky Anderson, are you still here? Somebody tell Ricky how he can get his channel reviewed. Thank you, Ricky. Good to see you. So thank you, Ahmad. So good. I'm going to move on now, but Ahmad, I know you are a hard worker, and I'm looking at this video right now. Okay, the one that says create a social media marketing strategy. It's the second from the right. You know, instead of saying social media marketing strategy for 2021, what is the result of having a social media marketing strategy for 2021? I like the handshake, that's pretty cool, okay, but what is the reason? What's gonna compel me to click on that? Maybe instead of saying social media marketing strategy, maybe have a couple of arrows shooting up and one of them saying leads, another one saying sales, revenue, something like that. What is the result? What is the result that people are gonna get out of clicking on that video? It's very, very important. Let me look at you guys real fast before I bring up the next channel. And if you're just joining us right now, good to see you, Jim. If you're just joining us right now, you're watching a YouTube masterclass where I am picking apart YouTube channels, helping you to grow fast, helping you to avoid all the mistakes that I and so many others have made. This is the ultimate YouTube masterclass. You definitely want to stick around, watch till the end. You're going to get a ton of value. Good to see you, Sweeney. Sweeney's in the house. Jim Fuse in the house. Boy, Jim, I think you and Chris called it. Thumbnails. Having thumbnail game truly helps us on Amazon too. Truly helps us on Amazon too. Chris and Jim have a phenomenal thumbnail game. Check out their Amazon storefront, their Amazon page. If you want to leave a link in the comments, feel free and go ahead, Jim. Okay. Thank you, Jonas. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nano. Good to see you, Nano. Appreciate it. Guys, 3 things I want you to write down. This is how you dissect your audience. 3 things I want you to write down. Number 1, what is the problem? Number 2, what is the solution? Number 3, what is the results? Number 1, what's the problem? Struggling to earn money, struggling to advance your career and grow your business. 2, what's the solution? The solution is having a very clear and concise brand message. What are the results? Earn more, grow faster, stress less. That's literally my value proposition. It's on my website. Go check it out. Problem, solution, results. Write that down. This goes for your website. This goes for your content marketing. This goes for your thumbnails. This goes for your titling. But more importantly, it's audience psychology. People have a vested interest in that. You have to understand YouTube, Instagram, online business, it's all about audience psychology. If you want to thrive in the online ecosystem in Web3 and you want to thrive in the creator economy, it's all about audience psychology. Your channel, your title, your thumbnail, your video, everything, your branding, your messaging, everything, audience psychology. It's all about that. If you understand what I just said, problem, solution, results and you really try to hone that into your messaging and your storytelling online, I promise you, come back to me in 36 months. Come back to me in 24 months. I guarantee you, if you implement this, you'll make more money, you'll monetize better, you'll create more impact, which in turn creates more income. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome, Jim. Absolutely. Yeah, go to dealcasters.shop. I'll take questions, Jonas, towards the end if I have some time, but I've got so many channels I got to get to. Ahmad, I hope that helped. Okay. I hope that helped. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's go with Tish. Tish. Tish, did you want me to review your channel or I want to add, edit on demand content? That's more of a question. Did you want me to review your channel, Tish? I'm going to go to Annette because I know Annette. Annette, you didn't put a link to your channel. Annette, are you still here? Let me see if I can look her up. Put a link, if you don't mind, when you fill out that questionnaire form, put a link in the, make sure you put a link to the channel in that questionnaire form. Okay. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Annette in the house. I love it. Annette. Let's check out Annette's channel. Okay. So Annette is doing real estate. I love it. Annette is doing real estate. I love your graphics there. The problem I see right off the bat, Annette, is it's really difficult. The color scheme, it's really difficult to make out your name above making homeownership possible. So, yeah, okay. No, 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 you're fine. I got it. Thank you, Annette. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, side hustle shovel. That's everything right there. Audience problem solution. If you figure out those three steps, it's the same stuff I do with clients, guys. It's the same exact everything I'm giving away here for free is the same thing that people pay thousands of dollars to have a full in-depth consult with me. And so I'm telling you right now, this stuff works. I've helped businesses earn millions and millions of dollars through their content, through their messaging, through their branding. This is going to help you too. I promise. I promise. Yeah. So the first thing that I would say is the color scheme here. I can't make out your name there. The AP is a little bit difficult as well. Is it necessary that you put Remax in the top left corner? Do you work for Remax, Annette? That's interesting. I don't know if that's necessary. Making home ownership possible. So, what do you guys think of that messaging? Making home ownership possible. What do you guys think of that branding? I love the purple though. The purple's awesome. And I love the picture of you there with the coffee cup. Oh yeah. Hey Annette, look at me. I got my coffee cup. Yep. I'm right there with you, sister. New video coming out today. Fantastic. Hey, thank you so much, Chris. That means a lot. Share this out. Hit that thumbs up. I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Chris. Means a lot. My man AL in the house. Good to see you, Anthony. So making homeownership possible. That's interesting. I think that's very simple. It seems to have a pretty, you know, focused channel, a niche channel, focused. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but on last week's show, which by the way, the replay is up. I've edited it, so it's just focusing on the channel reviews. Um, Last week's show, um, we looked at Chris Jones's channel, Chris Jones Media, and I, looked at his channel, and he had like a very, very disconnected kind of segmentation to his channel. His audiences were, he had one channel about video, one channel about something about, I don't know, orthopedic devices or something like that. I can't remember. But, having that disconnect and having so many different topics or themes on your channel, I believe hurts more than helps. Again, go back to that in and out philosophy, simplicity, clarity. When I go to In and Out, I know it's going to be a burger, fries, and a shake. If I see, spaghetti with clam sauce on the menu, I'm going to be confused. If I see chicken fingers on the menu, I'm going to be confused. If I see a salad on the menu, it's not going to be what I expected, right? So if your video gets recommended, this is really important to understand, guys. If your video gets recommended to somebody, okay, and they watch it and they like it, then they go to your channel and they subscribe, but every time they get a notification, they're getting, or anytime a video gets recommended to them, one day it's real estate, one day it's cooking, one day it's business, one day it's financial advice, one day it's, me giving my kids, a bike lesson. That could cause them to leave very fast. When you confuse, you lose. Chris has an idea here. Your home ownership solution. I like that. Make it about them. Now, you could even niche this down even further, Annette. Is this first-time buyers, first-time homeowners? Is this, people who live in a certain area, maybe making home ownership possible in Florida, right? You could be very, very specific. I think the more specific, the better. Remember, the riches are in the niches. And my man Levi Lasak, who's closing millions and millions of deals, is a perfect example. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me just really quickly, Annette, I'll come back, I promise. Yes. You want to talk about super specific? Living in Dallas, Texas. Look at his, I actually
So
helped
you're
him with
thinking
his
about
channel
moving
art.
to Dallas, Texas?
So it's not just real estate. It's not just, home ownership. It's not just, understanding location. It's very, very specific. Living in Dallas, Texas. He just passed 12,000 subscribers. This channel is not old at all. This channel is only 2 years old and he's got almost 1 million views. How
So
powerful
you're thinking
is
about
that?
moving to Dallas.
So you could even be more specific, Annette.
So you're thinking about
Think about that. I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just saying think about that. Does that make sense? Now, let's look at your videos here. I don't mind the name. I love how you have like this kind of like, just like, it's such a swag about your facial expressions. It's like, what's up? You want real estate? I got you covered. What's up? I love it. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention this. This is really important on mobile. On mobile now, your about description, the very first line is exposed right underneath your avatar. So you want to be very, very, you want to be very, very clear and very careful to put that very first sentence is the first thing that people see when they go to your channel on mobile because the mobile display has changed. Okay. I disagree. I completely disagree with them, Annette. I think you should go as specific as you can. I don't think you're limit because here's the deal. I don't think you're limiting yourself at all. Here's the deal. I completely disagree with that. Let me look at you real fast. Here's the deal. I'm going to leave that comment up. You're not limiting yourself by being specific. As a matter of fact, you're focusing on a very, very target audience. You're focusing on a very select few. It doesn't have to be few. It could be millions. It could be thousands, right? There's probably thousands of first-time home buyers. There's probably millions and millions. I'm sorry, millions, trillions for crying out loud of first-time home buyers. There's probably millions and millions of people who are looking to either buy, move, or sell in your specific area. I completely disagree with this. And here's the cool thing. The more specific you are, get this through your mind, It's not that your channel's only for them. You're going to help so many other people because by being specific, you can actually still reach other people. And there might be people who are like, you know what? I don't want to move to Dallas or I don't want to move to Florida, but I get so much value from this channel. It's entertaining, it's interesting. I can apply it to my business, I can apply it to my real estate, I can apply it to whatever. It's your energy, it's your vibe. The more specific you are, I know this sounds like ironic and it sounds like a contradiction. I think the more people you can reach. Honestly, I do. So I disagree with that sentence. Is that who I think it is? Is that Levi Lasak in the chat right now? How's it going, Levi, living in Dallas? I just brought up your channel as an example. We're looking at Annette's channel right now, and I just brought up your channel as an example, Levi. It's good to see you. Guess what, guys? Levi Lasak is going to be on the show this Thursday. So you don't want to miss that. Levi's going to be on the show. He's going to be talking about how he not only is he almost got 1 million views on this channel, he's got multiple channels now. He's got a huge team. He's closing million, not thousand, not even single million, multi-million dollar contracts and closings. Good to see you, Levi. Did you see me bring up your channel, bro? Yes, Chris. Focus to specific people will develop super fans who will follow you up a mountain. You can't be all things to everyone. That is so money. Riches in the niches. Even though I like to say niche, which is actually the proper way of saying it, it doesn't rhyme with riches. The riches are in the niches. So I think you should be very specific. I really do. So your value proposition in your about section. As a matter of fact, let me show you an example right now. I'll show you what it looks like on mobile. Let me pull this up. So if you go to my channel on mobile, can you guys see this? Hold on a second. Let me stop sharing real fast. So this is my channel on mobile. Guess what? Your banner gets fully exposed. And by the way, look how focused that is, helping you monetize your experience, skills, and creativity in the creator economy. It's pretty simple. If you don't want to monetize, if you don't want to make money in the creator economy, this channel is not for you. And then look at that. I even put that underneath my name. I help you monetize your experience, skills, and creativity in the creator economy. And so that's what that channel is all about. Very specific. It's very honed in right there. So on mobile, this is a new layout, by the way. On mobile, your about section is right underneath your subscriber count and your uploads, right underneath your name. So something to think about, okay? Right now, what I'm seeing, which I didn't even look at Ahmad's about section, but right now, what I'm seeing, Annette, okay, is I'm seeing something that says description. It says description, welcome to my channel. So that's the first thing that people are going to see. Now, I think you should move. I love helping people understand real estate. Again, I think that's so general. I think you should be really, really specific. I like the idea of home ownership. I like the idea, like you're not helping people understand real estate. You're helping people to, become homeowners, right? That's very specific within the real estate niche. Real estate is so broad. I think that's so broad. That's just my opinion. Okay. I know there's a lot of people who may disagree, but that's the route that I would go. Now let's look at something really cool. Let's look at your videos and your thumbnails. Condos for sale in Orlando, Florida, 2022. Moving to. It's kind of a long title there. Let me see. Moving to Florida. Condos for sale. Under 150K. I like under 150K. I think that's enticing. I like that. I think your face looks a little bit too dark on that thumbnail. I would have something a little bit more I think, brighter kind of show because I like the what you need to know moving to Florida face there. I like that. And I like that you don't have this cheesy smile. Like it really bums me out when I see these cheesy, like, big wide teeth smiles and it just looks so artificial. I like how you're being real, Annette. I think that's so powerful. It takes years. It takes years, Annette. You just started. When did you start? Let me see. Um, okay, so you joined in 2016, but your first uploads were when? Not that long ago, right? A year ago. So you just started. And I know you haven't been as consistent as you want to be. Um, you know, but I'm looking at your most popular videos and it looks like condos for sale in Orlando. So hey, if I were you and I know this might not be something you want to do and it has to be something that you want to do, that video has 719 views, condos for sale in Orlando, Florida. I mean, wow. You know, get even more niche down. Because guess what? You can always create another channel too, Annette. But let me look at you real fast. Condos for sale in Orlando, Florida, living in Dallas, Texas. Looking for condos in Orlando, Florida? I got you covered. What if, I'm just saying, what if you really, really hone this down? Because guess what? If I'm looking to move to Orlando, okay, and I don't want to buy a condo and YouTube recommends your video to me, that doesn't mean I'm not going to subscribe. That doesn't mean that I might not contact you because in my head, I'm thinking, wow, I really like this Annette Portalad and I think she's pretty cool. I like her energy. I like how she presents herself. I like how she talks about Orlando and home ownership. I wonder if she can help me buy a house. It's not like you don't know how to help somebody buy a house. But again, remember, by being specific, by reaching a very specific niche, you've done a good job of clarity and being concise, in and out philosophy. And by being specific, ironically enough, you're actually helping the masses and you can reach the masses by being very specific. Just a thought. Maybe focus on condos in Orlando. That's very specific. Just a thought. Doesn't mean that you can't talk about other things. It doesn't mean that you can't talk about other real estate things, but by being specific, it allows you that malleability. It allows you that flexibility and it gives you something to focus on. So you're not all, even as a content creator, it helps you. Not only does it help your audience, but it helps you. Okay. So then you know what your next 10 videos should be. Then you know you should focus on Orlando, focus on condos, et cetera, et cetera. There's going to be moments in all of these videos that have broad themes and broad topics. You can still reach millions of people, millions of home buyers. Okay. I think my opinion, be specific. Yep. That's exactly right, Annette. I completely agree. I completely agree. Okay. Um, and yes, thumbnails. Oh man, takes time. It takes time. And here's something I want you to understand when it comes to thumbnails. Okay? I'm going to do something for you right now. So I'm going to search condos, okay, in Orlando. Look at all these video ideas. Condos for sale in Orlando. Luxury condos in Orlando. Condos in Orlando, Florida. Look at, and then you can even go further. Type an A in the search bar. Condos in Orlando area. So people are searching for that. Type a B. Condos in Orlando beside theme parks. You have the Universal Studios globe in the back of your thumbnail. Condos in Orlando by the beach. Condos in Orlando by owner. Condos in Orlando that are brown, I guess. I don't know. You can go through. You don't need TubeBuddy or vidIQ. You can go through condos in Orlando, cheap condos in Orlando, City Walk. I mean, look at all these titles, but that's not what I wanted to actually show you. I'm going to search condos in Orlando and I'm going to see what pops up first because this is really important. If you need help with your thumbnails, there's no greater resource, y'all, than going to, let me get rid of my face there. There's no greater resource than actually going to your competitors. 11,000 views, best Orlandos and condos. Do you have to have your face in there? Not necessarily. 6,000 views, condos for sale in Orlando. Pros and cons of buying a condo in Orlando. I personally, I'm not crazy about her face right there, but I do like the title cards. I think that pops. Pros, cons, that's really cool. This video has 39,000 views. Look at your competitors. And then I don't think you need to do, this is really going to be contradictory advice. I don't know too many people who talk about this, but this is called market research. Running a YouTube channel is very similar to a business. I'm going to look at you guys real fast, and then I got to move on, Annette, to somebody else, but I hope that helped. But this is what everybody should do for thumbnail research. Search other channels in your niche. Search actual video topics and ideas in the search bar. See what's ranking the highest. It's not just title and thumbnail. Their video needs to be very high quality as well. And I would implore you to watch those videos, right? But here's something that I want to introduce to you that I think not too many people understand. It's not that you're looking at their thumbnail and titles and mimicking or copying them or doing even something clever like a variation of that thumbnail and title. Think about doing something that's the exact antithesis to what everybody is doing in your niche. This worked for one of our channels, and that video we published a month ago has 250,000 views. Every video in that with that specific theme or that specific topic had something similar. Every video that was ranking, every video on the homepage, all had a very specific font, specific face, specific this, etc. What we did was the exact opposite, so we could stand out. We did a black thumbnail with just one sentence of text. A black thumbnail. How many times has anybody told you to do a black thumbnail? I dare say anybody. But it worked. 250,000 views and climbing. Never mind the amount of money that we got from that income, the amount of revenue we got, forget about it. The amount of subscribers we got, forget about it. A black thumbnail with one piece of text. No face, nothing. Now, when people are looking at videos similar to that topic, our thumbnail stands out. Everybody watching, replay, podcast listeners, everybody watching and listening to this, think antithesis, think standout, think opposition to what everybody else is doing. Don't get me wrong, it helps to sometimes do, you get ideas and inspiration, but I see too many people take this idea of looking at other channels and seeing what they're doing, competitors in your niche or fellow creators in your space. And what they do is they just copy the thumbnail and the title. I just don't think that that's the best way to do it. I really don't. I think taking the antithesis of what everybody is doing the opposite, what everybody's doing, is how you stand out and experiment. I like to think I'm pretty good at thumbnails, but let me tell you guys, it took years and years and years of failure to get anywhere near. And I still think I have a long way to go, but to get anywhere near where I think I should be, I got a long, long way to go. Eternal learning mindset. It's very, very key. Let me know if this is valuable. Give me a hashtag yeah in the chat right now if this is valuable. I want to hear it. Give me a hashtag yeah in the chat. Okay. Let's look at is I want to make sure these guys are here because I want to give people, is Silvio here? Silvio, you here? Tech Unravel? Thank you, AL. Good to see you, AL. Let me know if Silvio, if Tech Unravel is here. If not, I want to get to a couple of people who are actually here. Is Danish here? Danish Khan? Danish, are you in the house? Sharkfin Tech, good to see you. Sharkfin Tech is in the house. Annette, I hope that's helpful. I really do. And Annette, honestly, your objective and your goals are super important, but spend more time creating and less time, consuming, I would say. I think for you especially, and I'm just giving you honest advice, like the most honest advice I can give you. I think a lot of us, we get distracted, social media, Clubhouse, etc. And that happens. I do it too. We all do it. But if you really focus and you really get down to the actual work of creation, that's the only way you're going to get better. By creating failure, you're going to create success. Quantity leads to quality. So keep creating. I hope that helps. Shark FinTech in the house. Good to see you, brother. Love it. Okay. Let's see. AL's in the house. AL, you want some feedback? I know you're here. Let's go with AL. Anthony Locke in the house. Okay, here we are. Anthony Locke. I have a lot to say about your channel, Anthony, and I hope you will take it in the right vein. And I hope you will get a ton of value from this. We're over an hour into the stream, and we still looks like got 10 more channels to do. Holy macadamia nut. Do you guys want me to do a part 3? Let me know in the chat. Give me a hashtag yeah in the chat. By the way, if you're just joining us, you're watching the Ultimate YouTube Growth Masterclass. How to skyrocket your growth on YouTube. How to fast track your growth on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a, I'm going to play a little bit of music too. Give us a thumbs up, will you? And share this out. And again, make sure that you become an insider, because this is your foolproof way. Sometimes when you subscribe and you follow, you don't always get notified. By becoming an insider, which is free, takes you 2 seconds to fill it out. It's in the pinned comment. It's in the show notes, in the description. You always get the latest and greatest info on how to monetize in the creator economy. So make sure you become an insider. Sweeney says you might as well. Jonas, leave your channel in the form if you want to. Okay. Should I do a part 3? Maybe I should do a part 3 next week. Okay. So Anthony Locke, I have a lot to say about this. Let's screen share. Okay, Anthony. So, let me see here. Lower the music a little bit. Anthony Locke, photography and media. So right off the bat, Anthony, I have no problem with you having your name. Okay, obviously I have my name, but this is not going to help you stand out. It's definitely not going to help you stand out. Okay. And Anthony, I think, thank you, Brian. Yeah. Thank you, Ahmad. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Nano. Thank you, Sweeney. I really appreciate it. Ja, hashtag Ja. I like it. I like that. Hashtag Ja. Yeah, on LinkedIn. Okay. So Anthony, photography and media. You're in a very, very competitive niche. There's a ton of channels that talk about photography and media. And I think media is so general. Photography is so general. Remember, the riches are in the niches. So you got to niche down. I would get very specific. Doesn't mean you can't talk about a lot of aspects of media and photography. See, here's the thing, guys. That stuff's going to make it in there. It's going to make it in there. I promise you. That is going to make it in there. Let me look at you guys real fast. I promise you, that stuff is going to make it in there. You're going to talk about media. You're going to talk about photography. A lot of you guys, I know what you're thinking right now. You're kind of shrinking inside. You're kind of recoiling inside like, Nez, I don't want to be limited. Nez, I don't want to be pigeonholed. Nez, I don't want to. You're not going to be pigeonholed. You're not limited. As a matter of fact, the more specific you are, the more you have to talk about. There's a million different ways to look at photography. There's a million trillion different ways to look at real estate. There's a million trillion ways to look at business. There's a million trillion ways to look at investment, finance, cooking, whatever your niche is, fashion, beauty. There's a million different ways. Get specific, and all those other components will make them their presence. They'll make themselves known. Trust me. But if I come to your channel and I see photography and media, that doesn't tell me anything. It just doesn't tell me anything. And I love you, Anthony. You know that. So specific. And also, if you're talking about photography and media, what exactly do I get out of it? I being your ideal audience. What am I going to get out of it? What are you going to help me with when it comes to photography? And by the way, we're not just talking utility, guys. Entertainment, laughter, fun, pranks, reactions. Those are all amazing value propositions. I love to be entertained. I love to laugh. You know, I know a lot of people in the chat and a lot of replay viewers, podcast listeners, you might be thinking, is this only for how-to channels? Is this only for utility channels? Not even close. The problem, solution, results applies to everything. That lens, the in and out philosophy applies to everything. That lens even applies to Mr. Beast. You know, Mr. Beast has a very specific niche. He's doing extraordinary challenges, pranks, and contests with his channel. You don't see Mr. Beast do a how-to cooking video, then do a squid video. You don't see that. You don't see Mr. Beast do a YouTube channel review and then do anybody who leaves this spot gets $100,000. He has multiple channels. He has a React channel. He has a philanthropy channel. He has different channels for every niche. So this applies to everybody. I just want you to know that. So be a little bit specific with your value proposition. Okay, Anthony? And then let's look at the most important here. Let me go to videos. Now, you're probably not going to like this, okay, Anthony? But I have a lot of problems with your thumbnails. I have no idea why you always put yourself so small in your thumbnails. Why are you so small? Like, for example, this unboxing new gear. I don't mind the background. I think instead of saying unboxing new gear in the thumbnail, you already say that in the title. I'm looking over here on the right, the bottom right of your screen where it says unboxing new gear. But, you know, I just don't understand why you look cut off, like you're looks like somebody chopped you in half. You've got all that real estate underneath your picture. Why not just make your face? And by the way, you got to also think that most views come from mobile. So on mobile, if I go to your channel, Anthony, which I think I'm subscribed to it anyway. Okay. So check this out, Anthony. If I go on mobile, okay, now look how small you are. Hold on a second. Now look how small you are on mobile. That's on mobile. I can't even see you. All right, you look like a speck on mobile. right? So it's really important. I would say, Anthony, you got all that real estate under your image there. Fill that up, man. Make it bigger. And instead of saying unboxing new gear twice, have a big giant red arrow and then blur out the box. Okay? No. Don't change them now. Just listen for now. You can apply everything I'm saying for the rest of your life, for the rest of your YouTube life. You can apply everything I'm saying. Okay? But, instead of having just an empty box, which is not really appealing, blur it out with a big giant red arrow and question marks or something like that. Remember, curiosity. Remember, you need to compel people to click. You're competing with so many people. You need to compel them to click. And I notice you kind of do that with a lot of your thumbnails. And is there a reason why? Is that the coloring of your branding, the orange sunburst kind of look? Like this second video, live stream giveaway, come stop by. You need to be huge. I want to see you, man. And you're dark too. Gear review part 1. So you're also repeating the same title and thumbnail. So for example, you have live stream giveaway in the title of your video. Instead of having live stream giveaway again in the thumbnail, maybe say prizes, contests, gifts, or just have a big giant ribboned box or something. Maybe sometimes, by the way, guys, sometimes you don't have to have an image in your thumbnail. Sometimes you don't even need text. Okay? When I say image, you don't need an image of yourself in your thumbnails. Sometimes it could just be the actual object or whatever the theme or topic of your video is. And then don't forget the first 30 seconds. First 30 seconds are the most important. So, Anthony, with you, I definitely think it's important. Let me see, most popular. First digital camera. That's cool. 695 views. Congratulations. Outside photography and nature. Doesn't make me want to click. I mean, I know that's a short. Okay, that's really cool. I like the photographer reacts to another YouTuber, but that picture is so small. I would take out the text at the top. I would take out the text at the top that says photographer reacts to another YouTuber. That's already in the title. And if if I squint my eyes, I can see that that's maybe Peter McKinnon there. I would blast that. I mean, I would totally expand that, make that a lot bigger. And then I love your face, and I love the oh no. I like that too. I don't know if I like the color scheme. I think the black doesn't really stand out with that kind of beige background is sort of boring. I mean, just in my opinion, it's not very compelling. Maybe have like colorful text with a, you don't even maybe need a background color. Maybe have the McKinnon be the background and just expand that. I think you use Canva, right, Anthony? Just expand that because I can't even see it. And then maybe even, just to kind of sort of, play off of the popularity of Peter McKinnon, maybe say professional photographer reacts to a Peter McKinnon video or something like that. Or what is it about that video? Did that video go viral? Is that video popular? Is he making a huge claim in that video? What's he doing in that video? Hey, quick question, Angie. Good to see you. Are you able to do 60-second reels on Facebook? Because for some reason, I got reduced to 30 seconds, and I have no idea why. I literally have no idea why I got reduced to 30 seconds. I used to be able to do 60-second reels on Facebook, but for some reason, I can't anymore. I don't know why, if it's just a glitch, if it's just me, I have no idea. So I like this Adobe Lightroom preset. That's probably a pretty popular topic, right? I would make the LR and the tutorial a lot bigger in that thumbnail, and maybe even have the keyboard, the monitor screen be a lot bigger, bigger, so people can see. Remember, mobile, this looks teeny, teeny, tiny on mobile. Teeny, teeny, tiny on mobile. And I don't know why mine got reduced. Anybody else, if you go click on Reel on your Facebook app, yeah, I don't even have that option anymore. It's so weird. I don't even have the length option. It's like the strangest thing that's happened recently. Yeah, I just have audio, speed, effects, timer, and green screen. It's very, very strange. Anyway, that's not really a part of the show. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, for some reason, my length option completely is eradicated on Facebook Reels. It's very strange. Let me know if anybody else has experienced that. Bigger is better. Bigger is better. Now, I know you did an awesome video on the life of a dog, but again, here's another kind of example of segmenting your audience, right? Like, if I'm coming here for photography and media, which I really don't know what that means, I would, again, like I said, be very specific. The life of a dog short film, I don't know how that relates to the channel theme. Now, if you say, look at the way I photographed this short film, or a short film to help you be a better photographer, life of a dog, that's interesting. Then that relates to the theme of your channel. But just having the life of a dog, a short film, that might send a little bit of a disconnect. Okay, Anthony, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. This is all part of the learning process. This is all part of the growth process. And I would also say this, I want to advocate this to everybody. Everything that I've just said, all the advice that I've given to all these multiple channels, you can completely ignore them. There have been a lot of people who've been successful with variety channels. There have been a lot of people who are successful not worrying too much about their channel art, their banner, their orchestration, their titles and thumbnails. I mean, very, very apples and oranges, but I mean, Casey Neistat, you know, I really loved his interview recently that he did with Nas Daily, where he said, I never worry about optimization. I never worry about thumbnails. I don't worry about titles. I never do. And he mentioned Mr. Beast. He said, I know Mr. Beast focuses primarily on optimization. And look, he's king of YouTube. But, you know, Casey thinks the focus should be on how good your content is, how good your video is. Now, he can say that now because he's an established presence. But when he first started out, YouTube was nowhere near where it is now. There wasn't as many creators on the play. He started on YouTube pretty much when it started, 15 years ago. And so it's easy for him to say that now, but I do want to also say, trust your intuition. I do want to also say it's important that you listen to yourself more than you listen to any of these so-called YouTube gurus. Because believe you me, I've been in that seat. I've listened to people just like me, and some of it really, really helped. Some of it didn't. You got to trust your intuition, trust your own gut, trust your own feeling. What I'm giving you is my perspective, but you have your perspective as well. And I would always say, trust that. Yeah, Angie, some homestead channels are all over the place. Yep, exactly. Okay, Anthony, I hope that helped. Anthony. I love you, man. I know you're doing your best and you're crushing it. Tasha, are you here? Tasha Hart. Chunkita Hicks, six-figure mompreneur. Ooh, I love that. Are you here? Let me know if you're in the chat. Life with You, are you here? Life with You, are you here? I'm gonna look at Life with You's channel because Life with You has been pretty steady on the stream and pretty steady. I'm glad, Anthony. Anthony, look, you're on fire, dude. You're on fire, man. You're doing phenomenal. You have what I think is the essential ingredient to being successful on YouTube. So does Angie. So does Jonathan. So does Sweeney. So does so many people in the chat. And that is this: you love creating content. You love helping people. You love reaching people. You love building audiences. If you love doing that, you're going to be bulletproof. If you start with that genuine interest, that genuine burning fire inside your chest, like I love doing this. I love doing this live stream. I love creating content. If you start with that, the rest is just side notes. It's just details. I'm hoping that what I've offered is my years and years of being on this platform, my years of decades and decades of being in business, audience psychology, marketing, because that's all it is. I'm just hoping that helps. Okay. I want to help people who are here. I want to review people's channel. If you're not here, I'll review your channel next week. Ray, is that you, Ricky? Is that you, Ricky, in the house? I don't think so. Let's see. I want to review people who are here. Life with you. If you're here, let me know in the chat. Ray, if you're here. Oh, thank you so much, Ray. That's a great compliment. You know what? Because I love that compliment, I'm going to go ahead and review your channel. I hope you're here, Ray. Is that you, Ricky? Ricky, are you Ray? Or is that TED Talks? TED Talks, is that you? Is that you, Ray? Lurking. Hey, we love lurkers. All lurkers are welcome here at Nez Nation. We welcome all sorts of people here at the #1 online community on planet Earth. Bringing more humanness to this digitalness. That's what we're all about. You said this week you would review my channel. I am Suman. Okay, I am Suman. Which one's your channel? Which one's your channel? I am Suman. Ray's here. Which one's your channel? I don't see it. Are you in the... did you put it in the actual form? Which one's your channel? Please let me know in the chat what your channel is. What's your channel, I am Suman? I don't see it in the form. Okay, I'm going to do Ray's first because Ray's here. And then I don't see yours in here. Okay, Ray. Ray's reviews. Ray, you're going to get a channel audit right now. Okay, Ray? Let's go Ray's reviews right now. Let's see what we got.
Do you want to know the secret?
Is that you, Ray? That's not you, is it?
Podcast. Here we go.
Hold on a second. Is that you? Ray's reviews. TED Talks. Which one's yours, TED Talks? Did you put it in there? I thought TED Talks you were Ray for some reason. Okay, so the next on my list is Ray's reviews. Ray, are you here? If you're not here, I'm going to move on. TED Talks, did you put your channel in there? Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, you're after Ray. You're actually after Life with You. Okay. I didn't see Life with You. I wanted to review their channel, but I did not see it. Okay, Ray, TED Talks. I see it now. Okay, TED Talks. Let's see what we got. Ted Okoraji. Is that you? Let's see. TED Talks. Okay. Leave your link, too, when you fill these out. Do me a favor and leave your link in there as well. Okay. TED Talks. Let's see here. YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually... that's so broad. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and find your channel. So broad. Give me a sec here. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. Okay, I'm going to your channel now. All right. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, here we go, TED Talks. You're next. Okay, what do we got here? TED Thoughts, Tech, and Vlogs. So everybody in the chat, let's do a little interaction here. What's the first thing you think about when you come to TED Talks channel? Congratulations, almost 200 subscribers. That's awesome. Good job, man. What's the first thing you think about when you come to TED Talks channel? I'm sure I'll sneeze eventually. I'm sure I will. What's the first thing you think about? So TED Talks, thoughts, tech, and vlogs. So I would say I kind of like the name TED Talks because I think you're playing off of, at least maybe you are. At least that's the first thing that comes to mind are those TED Talks, the actual TED Talks. Thoughts, tech, and vlogs. So I like the name, but I think it's way too general. So not sure, what I'm going to get out of this channel. Can anybody else tell me something differently? Sinolv, good to see you. The name is so closely aligned with TEDx. Yep. Was that intentional, TED Talks? Was that intentional that you made the channel related to TEDx? Let's look at videos here. Let's see, sort by most popular. So watch this before you buy a FileLab screen protector. Okay, you got 22,000 views on that. I don't even know what a FileLab protector is. The next popular video, getting the Fujifilm XE in 2020, 16,000. Shooting with Fujifilm, almost 8,000. So it looks to me that your audience are people who like tech reviews. Maybe even more specifically, something to do with Fujifilm and camera tech reviews. So that's something right there. It's saying that YouTube has found your audience. Let's see what you've been up to lately. Pixel 6, Birth of the Best Buy review. So right off the bat, I would say I'm not really sure if that title, I mean, you get 3,000 views. That's pretty good. Congratulations. I'm not very sure. First of all, that thumbnail doesn't really sing to me. TED Talks. If you know the number of times I hear the joke TED Talks, I feel like I'm owed the title. There you go. All right. Okay. I hear you. I feel you. Pixel 6 Birth of the Best Buy. The thumbnail is very cluttered, I would say. You know what? That's not a bad idea, TED Talks. Change your name to TED Talks Tech. Also, looking at your most popular videos, if you're interested in still doing tech reviews, etc., I mean, YouTube is saying that they found your audience, and your audience is interested in that. So I would do more tech reviews like that, and then I would work on some of these titles and thumbnails, and then make sure that the first 30 seconds of those videos are on fire. You really get to the gist, get to the point of your video. Yeah, I mean, you could do tech vlog reviews in a vlog style. Vlogging is not really a niche. Vlogging is just a medium. That's all it is. Hey, do I see Sherry? Sherry, good to see you. Long time no see, Sherry. Sherry made it here live. Nimrod, that's a great name for a channel, says TED Tech. That's not bad. That's not bad. Never minding the fact that I think you need to be in. You've probably been listening this whole time. You've been lurking, you say, which I'm glad you have. Welcome to the channel. Thoughts, tech, and vlogs. I think there can be a little more specificity there and something that relates to what the audience can get out of this channel. I love the profile picture. I don't really have a problem with TED Talks. What I really have a problem with is some of these thumbnails and titles. None of these seem too appealing to me to want to click on. And so, number one for you, TED Talks, going back to your most popular videos, if I sort them by most popular, think about if this aligns to something that you want to do with, over the long haul. Do you want to continue doing reviews of accessories, tools, and tech? If not, maybe think about really going in a direction that aligns with what you want to do over the long term, and then really focusing on creating psychologically compelling titles and thumbnails, and just making sure that those videos are super, especially the first 30 seconds, super in fuego, and attract and communicate your value in those first 30 seconds. I hope that helps. Does that make sense, TED Talks? I'm seeing a lot of FNTT, and I'm not sure what FNTT, to new viewers and new subscribers, FNTT might not, unless it's a very specific acronym in the tech space that I just don't know about. Is it? I have no idea. I hope that helps. I really do. I hope that helps, Ted. And I really appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me. Let's see. Imad, I already reviewed your channel. Why are you putting it in there again? Jim, are you here from Side Hustle Shuffle? Jim, are you in the house? Okay, so this makes sense. So TED Talk says, FNTT is the title of a live streaming I did on Fridays with other tech creators. So on the replay, I would retitle that. That's fine if your audience understands that in the live element, but a lot of people don't do this, and I highly recommend they do. After your live stream is over, it still gets posted on your page unless you unlist it, and you can still optimize that to get new subscribers, new viewers, and get that video a lot more traction. So Friday Night Tech Talk is cool. What I would do is I would pick what was the kind of common denominator, what was the overarching theme of that night's live stream, and then optimize a title and thumbnail around that. I've done that multiple times, and it's paid massive dividends. I hope that makes sense. Jim, are you still here from Side Hustle Shuffle? Okay, Ricky. Ricky, you here? Ricky Anderson podcast. Let's look at Ricky's, because I think Ricky's here. Ricky, you lucked out. A lot of these people are not here. Hey, Computer Pal, good to see you. Great to see you, Computer Pal. Please make sure you smash that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And by the way, if you're just joining us, you're watching the Creator Economy, a live stream podcast show. Today, what we're doing is we're helping you smash your YouTube problems and get some serious growth and fast track your success on YouTube. Make sure you become an insider, like right now. If you want to monetize your skills, experience, and creativity in the creator economy, this is your place to be. By becoming a Nez Nation insider, you don't miss out on anything new, any new content, resources, anything to help you make money in the creator economy. You gotta become an insider. It's free. We don't spam and we don't share your email. Become an insider right now. Because even though you follow and you subscribe, you don't always get a notification. Some of these platforms, can be really, really funky. They can just be really, really funky. Okay. Look at God. What does that mean? Look at God. What in the world does that mean, Ricky? Okay. Ricky's here. So let's look at Ricky's. And then you know what? I might make that the last review. And then maybe I'll do a part 3. Maybe I'll do a part 3 next week. I love this. I mean, it's one of my favorite topics. And everybody needs to have a presence on YouTube. Everybody does. Okay, here's Ricky Anderson. So the title of your channel, let's screen share real fast. Okay, Ricky, is that you? I think that's your channel. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I really appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. You didn't put it in the form. I am Suman. You got to put it in the form, okay? I will get to your channel after Ricky's, but I don't see your channel in the form. I'll do it, okay? But I mean, you gotta put it in the form, okay, my friend? Please. Okay. Stick around. I'll get to your channel, and your channel will be the last one. Okay. Now, right off the bat, chat. I can tell you made this on Canva. I know you made that channel art on Canva. So, what do we know about the channel art? What does the channel art tell us about this channel? Nobody knows anything about Ricky Anderson. And I hope that doesn't, burst your ego, brother. But I don't know anything about you, and I'm assuming most people don't know anything about you. I'm glad you're here. I'm totally glad you're here. Definitely, I would have a better description because, again, if you were listening earlier about mobile, this value proposition, okay, it's the first sentence. It's the first sentence on mobile. So you got to make sure that is there. Now, I see a podcasting icon. I see a money bag. I see you with the word new, which I don't know what that means. I see a trophy, and I see a film slate. Is that what it's called? I think it's called the slate. So we're seeing a lot of different icons here, which I'm not sure if they make any sense to me, if there's anything connected. And then the first video on your trailer, which congratulations, it's about you with your kid, your baby boy or baby girl. I don't know. You got baby boy and baby girl. So I'm seeing a huge disconnect, and I'm not enticed. I'm not compelled to subscribe to this channel at all. And I'm only saying this because I want to help. You're making a ton of shorts. Wow. A lot of shorts. Daddy. I'm not sure about these hashtags in the titles. They're not going to live off the shorts shelf. So I would work on those titles, and you can have hashtags in your shorts, but it looks like primarily the titles of your shorts are all hashtags. I would change that. And I'm not sure what this has to do with you hanging out with your kid. I mean, it's beautiful, but I'm not sure what money, a podcast, I'm kind of getting a vibe like you're helping people with online income. Is that right? Yeah, I agree with Lewis here. I agree with what Lewis just said. Lewis just said, I have no clue what this channel is about. Yeah. Sinal says podcasting, making money, video. Yeah, I don't know what this channel is about at all. And so what I would do, Ricky, if I were you, is instead of having all those icons, I would definitely take out the word new. I'm not sure if a picture of you behind a green screen really has any power, but I would have something in there text-wise, like a value proposition that says, this is what you, whoever your ideal viewer, whoever your audience is, this is what you're going to get out of subscribing to this channel. This is what let me see if I can look at, Lewis, did you do this on your channel? Because you have a great. Let me see if I can look at Lewis's channel. It started as sports, business, and entertainment. Yeah. Let's see. How long ago did you guys start? Let's see here. Okay, so wow, 2011. Okay, let's go to oldest. 7 months ago. Okay, most popular. That's the baby love. I mean, right now, this channel, YouTube has found your audience, and your audience is probably new fathers, new mothers, new parents. And right now, this channel really should be about parenting. It should be about having a new baby. And that's not what I'm getting out of this at all. If, you understand what your goal is on YouTube, okay, what direction do you want to go into, Ricky? What direction are you looking to go into? Tell me. Because right now, if you look at your most popular videos, YouTube has already found your audience. And if you go in a different direction other than fathering, being a father and being a parent, you're going to disconnect your audience. So if I were you, this is just me, I would stick to shorts on this channel and stick to parenting and fatherhood on this channel, and maybe change the banner to align more with that, and then maybe start a brand new channel, okay? Doing something, if fathering and if being a parent and the love you have for your child is not the direction you want to go into, start a brand new separate channel, implementing all the strategies that we've been talking about on this show. Tish says, or old parents that miss seeing babies but aren't ready for grandchildren yet. Yeah. So YouTube has already found your audience. Your audience are people who are into parenting, people who are into having babies, families, what have you. Yeah, well, even if he does that, though, Sinov, it's going to be a disconnect, because one playlist is going to be parenting, one playlist is going to be sports, one playlist, it's all over the place. This is just me. You can do whatever you want. I would say replace that banner with something having to do with parenting and fatherhood. Ricky Anderson is fine because you have a picture of your baby in the avatar. That's fine. You can name it Ricky Anderson. Names of channels don't really have much bearing. It can go really either way. You could say, fathering, parenting with Ricky Anderson if you want to. But what I would say is, if the direction is not parenting and fatherhood and the love of being a dad, then do a brand new channel. If it is, change that banner like yesterday. That banner should have something to do other than podcasting, other than money, other than trophies, other than film, other than you sitting in front of a green screen. It should be a beautiful family photo of you and your babies. That's what I would say. Yeah, good for you, Ricky. I'm proud of you, man. I remember what it was like being a new father. My son just turned 10. I know Lewis has a kid, a young kid, 4 or 5-year-old. I can't remember. Yeah. There's nothing wrong. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Congratulations. And dude, those niches, those family channels do marvelously well if done right. Marvelously well. We're all here learning together. That's what I love about our Nez Nation family. We're all here learning together, because guess what? Even Nez, right? You come to a Nez Nation live stream, you don't just get me. You get all of these amazing. Tish is an amazing creator. Shark FinTech is an amazing creator. Jonathan, Lewis, Sweeney, Nano. You get all these amazing creators. Angie, Computer Pal, Gauging Gadgets has over 100,000 subs, I think. You get all these amazing people. Okay, I am Sam. You're last, okay? This is it. Are you still here? I am Sam. Let me see what's going on there. I am Sam. Are you still here? I am Sam. Okay, he is. Subs don't mean it. I don't know why you keep mentioning that. Subs don't matter. Subs don't mean anything. You got to get your focus off of subs. It's not about subs, okay? It has really, I mean, I know some full-time channels that have less subs than you, and they're getting millions of views. It's not about subs. So you need to really get that. I want everybody to be, I want to be very clear. Hold on a second. Let me pause your channel trailer. It's very important that you understand, okay? Subs are the least important. I know milestones. I know, I get it. Do I want a silver play button? Of course. Am I going to get one? Of course. Do I want a gold play button? Of course. Am I going to get one? Of course. But that's not the metric that helps you sustain yourself. That's not the metric that helps you monetize in the creator economy. The metric that matters the most on YouTube, impact. Impact is directly linked to views. So if you're impacting people, you're going to get more views. If you get more views, you're going to get more opportunity to build an audience. You're going to get more subscribers, but more importantly, more impact equals more income. You're welcome, Ricky. Yes. There's another channel with your name. Is that right? Wait a minute. Okay, is this not your channel? This is your channel, right? I am Suman. So people tell me in the chat, what do you think this channel is about? I'm seeing some creepy photos on the right and the left. That's interesting. Is this a horror genre? I am Suman, live stream plus reactions plus updates plus walkthrough. Tell me in the chat what. Oh, you only need 10,000 subscribers, Tish, to get stories. My new channel got stories after it hit. I think you only need 10,000 to get stories. Yeah, I love utilizing YouTube stories, especially for the new channel. We get thousands of views on our stories. The Ring, LOL. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed too, Jonathan. Jonathan brings up a great point. The font is difficult to read. Yeah, I can't read and that's kind of what I was saying with Annette's channel, because I know Annette drops serious value, but her font and her channel art was really difficult to discern. I say only 10,000, but guess what? I think there's only 3 to 5% of content creators on YouTube that have 10,000 and above. So to me, the biggest milestone is 10,000. You get to 10,000, you're a YouTuber. You're doing this for real. Again, it's not about subscribers, but the more views, the more impact, you'll get to 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, Lewis brings up a good point. Your channel banner says nothing about playing games. It shows more of a reaction channel that reacts to scary videos. Yes. Yes. So here's the important thing, Suman. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate you being here. The fact that you said I'm a gamer to basically everybody is telling you, it says so much about what's going on with your channel art. Number one, you shouldn't have to tell anybody, right? Your channel art should communicate. And that's why I kind of want to go with Lewis's channel real fast, because I love Lewis. He's my main mod. But if you look at his channel art, it's pretty specific, right? He's got his picture of himself, camera, helping you go live, right? Mr. Camera Junkie. It's pretty like self-explanatory. Now, what I would add, and I know Lewis, you didn't put your channel in the chat. I would add, what's the results? Remember, problem, solution, results. What by helping people go live, what are they going to get out of that? Maybe add some kind of. Does that make sense? I think I accidentally went out for a second. Let me know if you guys can see me and hear me. Am I back? Okay, but getting back to you, okay? Getting back to you, Sumo. Yeah, so something, I don't know if there needs to be 2 pictures of you there. I just don't, I don't know if there needs to be 2 pictures of you. I just accidentally hit on the wrong tab for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't know if there needs to be 2 pictures of you. Um, thank you. Thank you, Nano. Yeah. You're obviously doing well. Let's see how long you've been around. 2017, almost 500,000 views. My name is Simon. I love making videos in English. I would change that immediately. Make it to what you want people. Again, it needs to be about them. So, not to sound offensive, but nobody cares if you want to make videos in English. What is it that your audience can get out of your videos? What can you promise them? So you got a short with 70,000 views. That's great. Why PewDiePie's channel is getting dead since 2021. Love the thumbnail. I love that thumbnail. 26,000 views. So you're doing kind of a, because my son watches channel, you're doing kind of a infinite, unspeakable sniper wolf type of channel. Do you know who those people are, Suman? The one on the right. Yeah, I think the one on the right, you're talking about the PewDiePie one, right? Yeah, man. Lewis is on fire, man. Lewis is a totally awesome YouTuber and content creator who has actually helped me a ton with a lot of my camera and tech issues. Okay, so you say yes. Okay, good. That's a great niche to be in. And Suman, how old are you, man? You can't be more than, gosh, looking at your picture, you got to be like 13 or 14. How old are you, Suman? For the love of God, bro. How old are you? Yeah, so I love that thumbnail. Is that your thumbnail? Did you create that thumbnail? I'm a student. Oh, you meant the pic on the banner. Okay. The one on the right. Okay, I see what you're saying. The one on the right is better than the one on the left. Yeah, I agree. And I don't even know if I would take those creepy pictures off on the left and right. I don't even think those need to be there. And then to Jonathan's point, I would make the font easier to read and larger. Like I Am Suman's great. The title of your channel is already I Am Suman. Okay. But yep, thanks to you, Lewis. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's all because of you. Hey, by the way, Sinolv, guess what? You can find out all my mics over at my Amazon influencer shop, amazon.com/shop/Professor Nez. It's right there. Go check it out. I will remake the channel banner. Yeah. No, here's the thing. I would definitely take off the 2 creepy photos. And then this is what I was trying to say. Do you really need to say I am Suman? Probably not. I don't mind live streams, reactions, updates, walkthrough. That's kind of cool and make that a little bit more readable. But maybe even not have your name in the channel art too. I don't know if you need your name in the channel art. I really don't. That's just me, but maybe you don't. Okay. I could not agree more, Brian. I could not agree. He says he's 19. You're probably out of high school. Now, going back to this video, love the thumbnail. 100 million subscribers, 2 million views. I love the arrow going down. I would even make that, I love the face of PewDiePie. I think that's great. And there's a reason why it has 26,000 views. Instead of saying why PewDiePie's channel is getting dead since 2021, I would have a more compelling title, something like, is PewDiePie's channel dying? Question mark. That to me would be more compelling. And this takes time. And it's not easy if you're not a native speaker. But having a question, is PewDiePie's channel dying? Question mark. And you see that graph, I would be somebody who would click on that. Because PewDiePie is the largest individual YouTuber on the platform. Mr. Beast is definitely going to pass him sooner than later, probably the next year or two. But I would definitely think about the titles. How to Save Muck World or Game. DJ Walla Babu, I don't know who that is. Spawning Enderman under ocean in Minecraft. So I like that there's a consistent theme to your channel. I do like that. How are your newer videos doing? 203 views 5 days ago, 41 views 8 day, 34, 62, 205. My reaction on Looney Dies in his six. Yeah, some of the titles I can tell have Phidias fooled Mr. Beast. So this is another here's another example of title and thumbnail. So I want you to look at that title and thumbnail. So I love the thumbnail, love the Mr. Beast. I love the green Lamborghini in the back. It looks almost like a Mr. Beast thumbnail. Good job. Instead of saying how Phidias fooled Mr. Beast for a Lamborghini, you don't even need to say Lamborghini because the Lamborghini's in the thumbnail. Just say, did Phidias trick Mr. Beast? Did Phidias cheat Mr. Beast's challenge video? Question mark. Do you see where I'm going with that, Suman? Curiosity, intrigue, compel the viewer to want to click. Does that make any sense at all? It's really, really important. I mean, other than that, I think you're doing great. You're young, you're 19, and you're going to learn most by doing. And you're going to learn most by pay attention to the top reaction channels. And I would do the exact same topics that they're doing that are getting tons of views, because reaction is reaction. It's not original content. And so they're all reacting to things for a purpose. They're reacting to things for a reason. It's because they've probably done their research. They've probably done their due diligence, and those videos are worth doing reactions to. You should do the exact same reaction. Just work on your titles, work on your thumbnails, and I'm not watching your videos, but make sure your videos, dude, congratulations. What do you have? Almost 4,000 subscribers? They're almost 3,500 subscribers. Dude, you're doing it. You're doing it, dude. Congratulations. Yes, I agree with Sharkfin. Sharkfin says, Sharkfin, how come you don't have a profile picture? For crying out loud, Sharkfin, you're like you're a pro. What the hell's going on here? Come on, Sharkfin, for crying out loud. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. Suman, you're doing fantastic. Really quickly, I just want to say, we've been live for 2.5, almost over 2 hours. I love doing this, and I love reviewing, and I love going over YouTube channels. I love talking this topic. If this is something that you want to see more of, make sure you leave in the comment. I want to hear from you, Nez Nation. I'm all about serving you. So I want to hear from you. What do you want to see more of? What do you want to learn more about? What do you want to get more information on when it comes to the creator economy? What do you want to learn and get better at when it comes to the creator economy? Remember, this channel is all about helping you monetize your skills, experience, and creativity in the creator economy so you can do something that gives you purpose. Because when you do something that gives you purpose, you can impact more people. When you impact more people, you get more income to continue impacting more people. It starts with impact. So I want to hear from you. And make sure you become an insider so you don't miss out, because I am giving you the best, state-of-the-art, newest, latest ways, methodologies, and features so that you can earn real money in the creator economy. By the way, this doesn't mean you have to just be a content creator to get extreme value from this channel. This doesn't mean you just have to be a business owner to get extreme value from this channel. You will if you're those two things. But professionals, executives, career opportunity-minded individuals, if you're looking to advance your career, nothing makes you more employable, nothing makes you more marketable than relevancy and creating thought leadership, creating a brand, creating visibility in the online ecosystem. There's nothing better than creating content. So, and by the way, content doesn't have to be YouTube. Content doesn't have to be video even. There's podcasting. Blogging is still huge. LinkedIn articles are still huge. Written form, short form content curation. There's so many ways to do this. I am your ambassador to the creator economy. And so I'm really, really hoping that you guys will become insiders. I'm hoping that you'll subscribe. I'm hoping you will follow, because I'm going to keep giving you brain busting content every single week. Every single week. Jonas, I'll take a few questions before we get out of here. And then maybe I'll do a part 3, y'all. Maybe I'll do a part 3. If you dig this segment of the Creator Economy live stream show, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Send me a message. Do whatever you got to do. I'd love to hear it. I respond. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I respond to all the comments personally. So please make sure you do that. Jonas, LinkedIn video and pillar content with no followers. No followers, no problem. Just focus on them and not you. The biggest mistake that most people do. LinkedIn is a great place to build your brand. It's a great place to build your visibility. It's a great place to tell your story and to achieve the goals that you want, whether that's monetarily, thought leadership, networking, what have you. What is it that you can provide that it's a solution to a very specific audience? Are you good at sales, project management, IT, operations? What are you good at? What expertise or skill do you possess that somebody can get extreme value from? Create content around that, but don't make it about yourself. Don't sell. Don't say, check this out, check that out, check this out, check that out. I've got a new program. No. In the beginning, just build visibility. In the beginning, couldn't have said it better. Nano, my boy, since way back in the day. Luis, Nano, provide a solution to the problem. It's as simple as that. Provide a solution to a problem. Problem, solution, results. I said it from day one. I'll say it again. Those 3 are the pillars. So if you want to create pillar content, okay, on LinkedIn, do that. Do that as much as you can and pay attention to your audience. Listen to your audience, okay? Pay attention to them, listen to them, and keep bringing value to them, period. That's it. Sinolf, I hope I'm saying that right. Am I saying that right, Sinolf? How to stay focused. I keep changing my channel focus Tough for multiple passionate individuals like me. That's why I say do a personal brand, not a business brand. So when you do a personal brand, you can, and by the way, it's important to experiment in the beginning. It really is. So experiment in the beginning, try different things. That's fine. But once there is an audience that YouTube has discovered for you that is really into your content, and you can look at your data, you might want to think about pouncing on that and going all in on that. And then if you have multiple passions, it's as easy as pie to create a brand new YouTube channel. It takes 2 seconds to create a new YouTube channel. I would say it's important to stay focused on one specific one, which is why I always say don't do what you love, do what gives you purpose. Purpose is longer lasting. Purpose has a longer shelf life than doing what you love, because doing what you love changes all the time. But purpose is ironclad. Purpose is concrete. It's granite. So what is it that you feel like you can do long term? What is it that you feel most people can resonate with? I mean, you can have all sorts of love. And by the way, there's other platforms too. You can show different sides of yourself on Instagram. You can show different sides of yourself on Twitter. You can show different sides of yourself on Facebook. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to feel, caged on YouTube. Okay. You really don't. And if you do a personal brand versus a business brand, there's multiple sides to Professor Nez, right? So sometimes I talk about FB Reels, right? Sometimes I talk about YouTube. Sometimes I talk about LinkedIn. Sometimes I talk about mindset. Why? Because it all relates. It's all under that umbrella of helping you monetize. Your mindset is important to monetize in the creator economy. Platform omnipresence is important to monetize in the creator economy. Pick something that has a macro overarching theme, and then you can do like what Daryl Eves calls little buckets, different buckets of content, right? Mindset is a bucket. YouTube is a bucket. LinkedIn is a bucket. Facebook Reels is a bucket. You see what I'm saying? You can still do different things. Just have something that brings them all together. There needs to be a glue that glues them all together. It can't just be cooking one day, investment strategy one day, and then I'm going to talk about, medical advice one day. It doesn't make sense. Okay? Relate it to that overarching theme, and you'll be fine. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You're welcome, man. Thinking about starting from scratch, one on tech reviews, another focusing on I think that would be phenomenal. And by the way, you can intersect the two. You can do a call to action saying, hey, by the way, I got another channel if you're interested, because it's not like photography, Fujifilm connoisseurs are not into tech reviews. They will cross-sect, but by having a focused channel on one or the other, that's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to grow. Thank you, Jonas. Thank you, Sinal. I really appreciate it. And guys, remember, we go live every single week. So please make sure that you become a Nez Nation Insider so you never miss out on another live stream, more new content, new news, resources. You're just one email away. You're one piece of content away. You're one piece of information, one piece of the puzzle away from creating the ultimate life. I'm living proof of this. I was absolutely extorted by the university system. I have now taken my impact that I made in the classroom and I'm bringing it to the masses in the online ecosystem, and I'm monetizing like a mother F. I don't even ever say that, but I am. And there's nothing special about me. There's nothing even original about Nez. You can do this too. It's my mission to impact as many of you who are sick and tired of just doing something. I want you to do something that gives you purpose, not just something. And you can monetize that. This is the greatest era we've ever lived in. This is the greatest time to be alive, especially if you're post 40. If you're post 40 like I am, this is an even better time to be alive because you have a treasure trove of experience inside your dome that people need to hear that can help a lot of people. You just got to bring it to the masses. You just got to put yourself out there. That's what you got to do. Okay, last question, then I got to go. Thank you, AL. Good to see you. On your first brand deal, how do you value yourself and not undervalue yourself? Okay, do me a favor, Nano. Put that in the questionnaire form because that's an awesome question. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer that first on next week's live stream. Please put that in the questionnaire form, Nano. I would really appreciate it. The link is in the description. Well, you know what's funny, Anthony? AL, you're my man. Mentally, I'm probably 7, as my wife says. Biologically, definitely post 40. But mentally, I'm probably 7 or 8. And you know what? I'm proud of that because youth, staying young, enjoying things, hopefully gives me a little bit more longevity. You got to have, this has to be fun, y'all. When I wake up in the morning with my coffee and I check my analytics, that's actually fun to me. You might laugh. You might think like, Nez is crazy, but that's fun to me. I love seeing the impact that I can make on people. I love seeing a certain video perform well. You know, with all intents and purposes, I love seeing a video not perform well too, because it gives me information. All data is good data, even, data that suggests that your videos aren't performing well or your content isn't performing well or your revenue is dropped. That's very good data. Don't look at that as a failure. Look at that as, okay, this gives me information. Let me apply it so I can get better, period. As always, guys, I love you to death. It gives me the greatest joy to help you monetize in the creator economy. This is the greatest time to be alive. So lucky, so blessed that you're here. Please make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And as always, it's your boy Nez saying, I wish you nothing but the best and take advantage of these amazing opportunities. Become an insider right now. And I promise you, you're going to see amazing results. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great week. See you soon.